Okay, folks, I hope you're well. I'm not so sure you will be after this message. Right, about a week ago I put a video out and a few people accused me of being racist and not very even-handed. Nothing could be further from the truth. Let me explain more and then let me tell you what we've done tonight already. White men the world over abuse, control and groom women. White men the world over treat women as second-class citizens, women and girls. It happens everywhere. But so do folk of different colours. Women are second-class citizens in many countries and many religions. Totally wrongly. Did a video last week about some Asian folk that I labelled as Pakistanis. I think they probably were. But let's go with the term Asian. And as I say, many said that I don't look at white people. Nothing could be further from the truth. I've just done a video earlier tonight on a serial sex abuser who abused young boys. White guy. And he'd been covered by the Church of England. White people again covered up for him for many years. He abused over 100 people. It happens with everybody, folks. It's wrong, but it happens. But I've got another story today to give you that I've only read today, that's come to light today, because press restrictions have been lifted from a case that I think first went to court in 2021. There's been a few cases, and the upshot of the cases came out today. And this is it. I put the bins on for this. I don't have a script, but I've got some bullet points. I'll read it to you. 20 of them, 20 sex beasts, have been caged for a total of 219 years. I worked that out. That's an average of about 11 years apiece. Much too short, if you ask me. For raping and abusing girls as young as 12 in Calderdale, West Yorkshire. The abuse started in 2001 and went on to 2010, as far as we know. The police only became aware of it in 2006. You'd have to say, well, how come it took them 5 years to become aware of it when it was this widespread? I would suggest they were being told about it over the first 5 years and turned a blind eye, like they did in Rochdale and Rotherham and all other places, and then decided they must act. Mind you, they're very slow doing it. It happened between 2001 and 2010. Folk only went to court in 2021, and it's only now we're being told who was involved in it. The girls were all under 16. Every single girl in the case was under 16 years of age. There's 20 people, as I say, that have been done. There's pictures of 19 of them in today's paper where I've seen it. 18 of them are Asian. I'd say Pakistani, but maybe not. Asian. One of them is white, so white people do it as well. But there's still 18 Asian. A guy called Malik Kwandir, he got the largest sentence for 5 rapes. He got 22 years. He's 67 years of age. Now, okay, he wouldn't have been 67 when he was doing this, but he's basically an older man now. He started in 2001, so it's 23 years ago. What's my maths? 44 he started doing it if he was in at the outset. It'd have been nice if he'd have served his 22 years from 44 onwards rather than now. He might not live 22 years. And it seems strange because he's given them young kiddies, them young girls, a life sentence, and he probably won't do so long. The reporting restrictions, as I say, got lifted only in the last few days. The cases were heard as far back as 2021. And I say to myself, how come it keeps happening? Now, I've had folk on here saying to me, well, great that you're letting us know, because many don't know of it and don't know these things are happening. It's the country's rife with it at this moment in time and has been for a good few years. Now, as I say, the Rotherhams, the Rochdales, I think Telford as well. There was a chap telling you all about it, but he's now been jailed. So I did use his name the other week on the front of a message I left. I'm going to do it again. It gained a lot of traction, but that, yes, it's part of the reason, but it's not from a monetary sense and whatever else. It's more from a sense of the more folk that know about it, the more folk that know about it. Because these things tend not to get reported and not reported widely enough. And the government, it seems from all I'm reading, like to cover it up, pretend it's not happening. Why, I honestly don't know. And at a time when we're letting more and more people into the country, you've got to say, who are we letting in? You know, and honestly, folks, I'm not racist at all. I don't care. You know, if I'm sit me down now with a white man, a black man, and anything in between, if they're nice, I'm nice. If they're nice with me, I'm nice with them. If I find them to be nice people, then great, I'm fine with anybody. whatever the religion are, it doesn't matter to me. Not at all. You know, I don't want them pushing their beliefs down on me because I'm not going to push mine on them. I don't need to talk politics. I don't need to talk religion. I don't need to talk beliefs. I can just talk. You know, and I know this bad in absolutely everybody, like the child molester who the Church of England have helped. I'm from a background, I'm not a religious person, but I'm Catholic. The Catholic priests have done so much bad over the years with young children, especially boys. It's horrendous. And they've been protected and protected and protected. So yeah, white people are just the same as people of colour. They've done loads wrong over the ages and are still doing it now. But this is happening more and more and more in Great Britain now. And as I said on last week's message, do you ever hear of 20 white blokes, or in this case, 19 white blokes and one Asian bloke grooming and raping and passing around Pakistani girls or Indian girls or Asian girls? You don't hear of it. You don't hear of it. How would that community be if we was doing it to their girls? They'd be up in arms. They'd want things done. The same way now, any decent people, I nearly said decent white people, I don't mean that, any decent people of this country should want things done. It's forever, it's happening all the time and it needs to stop. And if you're of Asian, if you've been brought up Asian and whatever colour you are, whatever religion you are, if you sat at home watching this and you believe what those folk have done to those young girls is fine, then write what you want and it doesn't matter, but I've got no time for you whatsoever. And you're not a decent, normal human being. Because women and girls especially should not be treated like that. What gives any person the right to abuse a young kiddie? What gives any person the right? It's horrendous, folks. And we should know about this. There should never have been reporting restrictions. It started in 2001. It went on for 9 years. The police got involved 5 years into it. They should have been involved straight away. These people should have been in prison by 2011, 2012. Not 2021, 22, 23 and 24. They should have lost the best years of their lives years ago, rather than in prison as old or older men. It's sick, folks, and until this country does something about it, and really does something about it, it's going to carry on. It's not going to change. It's not getting any better out there. Come on, wise up. Let's get something sorted here.